Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss how Myanmar can be a new technological hub in Asia. Yeah, and I think the first thing we'll do is just talk about your background and how you came up with this idea at the first place.
My brief background is my name is James Nguyen, and born and raised in Myanmar. I grew up in Yangon, and I went to a public school called TDC, and then on the weekends I would go to a private school called ILBC. So it's just like I had a taste of both worlds, and it was really interesting. And then 2020 came here to US to study economics, and then just been here in US ever since. Yeah.
Mhm. So, why you're here today in the first place? Like, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to bring awareness to a really serious problem, which I think is happening right now, and then I'm trying to give my best advice on what I think we should do, and then a really good solution that might help Myanmar right now.
Mhm. Okay, and do you have any personal reasons or any other reasons for you and why you're doing it?
Yeah. Before getting into personal reasons, I think let's talk about the overall situation first, right? I think it's important to know let the viewer know what's going on
Mhm.
right now. So I'm economics, so let me talk this from an economic standpoint first. There's this researcher called Ray Dalio, and he's a famous researcher, And in his research thesis, he identified eight powers that make up a country's overall prosperity in the global world stage, right? And then the main foundation tools are education and technological innovation. So education is at the foundation, and then education leads to technological innovations, and then so on and so forth, right? And those things lead to economic development and so forth. So I think we all know like Myanmar is struggling in all of those right now. But what I came here to talk about today is that the foundation itself, like the two things Myanmar is doing extremely extra bad is education, and then the most important thing is technological innovations, because like oftentimes a country's success or a country power is often related with the innovations happening in that country, So for example, if we look at like America, or if we look at this like a lot of the global top powers right now, they're the top power because like there's a lot of like innovations, there's a lot of new things that's happening in those countries, right? Thus like they're using those innovations to fuel themselves to get ahead, right? And so Myanmar lacks all of that, Myanmar lacks the eight factors. Myanmar is like really weak in all of those factors. But the most, like I said, the most fundamental things, technological innovation and education. Myanmar also lacks a really good system of that. So I want to bring awareness of how, if we don't treat it, or how do I say this? If we don't carefully treat it or bring awareness to it, it can stagnate the whole country. Myanmar is having this phenomenon called the brain drain right now. So what does it mean? Is that the brain drain is like it's a thing where the country's smartest people and the country's brightest kids is leaving the country due to the lack of opportunities, right? So what ended up happening is that when the country's brightest minds leave, the country often lack of innovation, and when a country lacks innovation, it often leads to country being poorer. So when a country being poorer, the kids leave more, right? So the kid leave, the country poor, and then no, the kids leave, lack of innovation, the country poor, and the kids more leave. So it's just like a really tight negative cycle, and then it's a like I said, if we don't look at this, and if we don't start uh, bringing awareness to the situations that's happening right now, I think Myanmar will be one of those countries that just left in the history books, and then like just never made it to the future,
Mhm.
So I don't want to let that country going down the current direction that is going right now. So I came here to like bring
Mhm.
awareness to it.
Okay, so you mentioned three main issues: the technological issue, educational, and brain drain,
Yeah,
the way you said it.
yeah, it's a brain
Yeah,
drain.
so let's just discuss each of them. Let's
Yeah.
start with education. So what the exact issue with education is and how it can be solved?
So I think like it's like I think we all know this, you know, like honestly, like everybody talk about this all the time, you know, like it's like about a part of the Asian system too, you know, like so we don't. It's like this like a really old problem that we already know. Just like we have this education systems of like that rewards kids for like memorizations instead of actually understanding the subject, right? So like think from a kid's perspective. What a kids want to do is like to get good grades, right? To get high grades so that their parents would buy them something or like their parents would like cheer them on, right? So when you have a system that rewards kids for memorization, what a kid will do, the kid will just memorize everything, you know, like the kid will just memorize everything, get a good grade, and forget about it, you know, like just so like because like there's no incentivization to like just to let them actually understand the stuff, you know. So I think we need to change the. I think we need to like improve the. How does it just improve the grading system? I think we need to make it like more holistic. I know that there's a lot of companies and there's a lot of people that's doing great work on this. So I think yeah, just like we need to like improve the grading system so that a more holistic system of kid grades on the kid actually understanding and then applying the knowledge, and then a school should be a place for, how do I say this? A school should be a training ground for kids to what they're gonna apply in the future, right? Like if a kid is just like gonna like learn this, memorize this, and forget about it, it's such a waste of time, you know.
That's
like,
what AI can do at
exactly.
any point.
Exactly.
Just like give them information, they will fill in the blanks
Exactly.
and like answer true or false.
Exactly, you know, like and then what even worse is that, you know, like in often these like Asians, specifically Myanmar, you know, like just like it encourages us memorization a lot. Like one, like just like I said, like over and over again, you know, like just like some kids, some bright kids, like they cannot memorize really well, you know, like even often as a kid myself, like I didn't memorize really well, so like I didn't have really a lot of the good grades, you know, and then well, like what does it do is like it tells the kid that okay, you're not good at this subject, you know, you're not good at this subject because like you didn't memorize it well, right? So just like it creates a really like a bad things for their self confidence, and then for like they might think like okay, like I didn't memorize this thing well, so like I cannot be good in the future, or like I cannot do that the passion that I love in the future too, right? So it's like kind of misleading, you know, and I think like we need to like look into it really carefully.
Yeah, you briefly mentioned someone who's already doing this for education.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
exactly?
so there's a company called 360 Education right now. It's a really relatively new company. 360 Ed. I think you can go look him up on Facebook. They're using augmented reality AR to list it like the little cards, you know, just bring a new level of like learning experience in a really innovative way. So I think they're really doing a good job right now. And then yeah, like I admire them. So like shout out to them.
Oh, and how innovation issue might be solved?
So, like I said, the fundamental thing is the education, and then like people already know this, so a lot of people are trying to like tackle the problem. So I think that's a really good thing, and then the second stuff is the technological innovation, because innovation simply is a way of like making a new solution to old problems, like making a way of like making things faster, making things cheaper, right? Because like Uber, like it makes like taxi come to your door house, it save your time. It's like innovations make a country better, you know, like it makes like people go better, faster, more productive, etc. So I think Myanmar is exactly lacking that, you know, and often like innovations mean like doing something that's different, you know, like doing something that is like not the old way, and like that's like the main thing with this our country, like my country specifically, you know, like because like in my country, how do I say this? They don't like anybody that's outside of the norm, you know, like they discourage like when somebody's new doing something different, when somebody's like trying something out, so they really discourage it. So it's like really hard for like, and there's no support system too, you know, like no community, no funds, no nothing support in terms of capital, in terms of just like how to say, just cheering them on and nothing. So just like nobody's want to like, even innovators, when they start to innovate, just like they feel bad, you know, like they get doubtful, and then so you have this system of like you discourage the innovators, so like you cannot expect a country to like flourish in innovations, right? So I think like we all know that innovations lead to economic development. So what I'm trying to say is like we need to encourage more innovations. We need to build in Myanmar. We need to build a system, environment where innovators can shine. They can make mistakes, like without judgment and everything and so on. Yeah.
Okay, these things are great set, and the solution is clear.
Mm-hmm.
But it is easy for you to say other things while here in America.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
That's a good point. I won't lie that I'm in America right now, and I was privileged enough to came here because of my parents' hard work. And not a lot of the people, the same kids have the same opportunities. So I think it's really important to acknowledge that. But my point here is that. My point is that I'm not telling talents to like leave the country or like don't leave the country or like they can do like whatever they choose to do with their life, right? My main point is that the country is not in a good situation right now, and then this message is mainly for the kids, the talents who is still left in the country, and then they often feel really bad, because there's this thing called the grass is greener on the other side. They think that the grass is always greener on the other side, right? So they often like feel really bad because oh man, I'm lacking so many opportunities here, I'm not gonna do something here. So they often feel really bad when they stay in the country, So I know a lot of the things that's happening. So the message of this video is that I want to tell people that it is completely. How do I say this? I think.
Like it is due to your choice, and you do what you think is the right thing to do.
No, I want to say is like how should I say this? So like I said, this message is mainly for the kids who is often left in the country, who left in the country, and often feeling really bad about it because they cannot leave the country, right? But I want to just tell them that I want to report life from America. They have a really good chance, and then they have a really good future if they start thinking differently and if they start doing some things. If they start innovating. If they start innovating, and I'll argue that a really smart kid and a hardworking kid in Myanmar can, if he does the right thing, he have a better chance of succeeding in Myanmar than in other countries.
Mm-hmm. So you brought a really interesting point, and so would you say that coming to America from any country would give you lots of opportunities, or it is not that easy here?
Well, no, it's true, it's true because that's why a lot of the immigrants come here, right? Well, you come to this developed countries like America, Europe, or whatever, and then they came here because more opportunities, thus better chances of getting being succeed, right? So that's the main reason immigrants come, and I think it's true to a certain extent, and I think it was true in the past. Why do I say the past? Because because of this, how do I say this? For you need to be aware of how the political situation, the economic situation, how the technological situation is happening in the world all the time. Because a lot of the new things are always happening. A lot of the things are happening around the world all the time. And then I'm just reporting live from here that there's this new thing happening right now, and that this new thing is called AI, artificial intelligence, and it's not very good news for immigrants who is coming to find opportunities and who's coming to find work opportunities, right? Because of this thing called AI. And what is AI? I think one can go look up what is AI on YouTube or Google. But artificial intelligence, in short, is like a machine intelligence that can do a lot of the things better than humans. So Siri, like Google Maps, just like TikTok, everything was all built on AI. But those were the small AIs, right? But the current AI right now that just came out, I think we all know what we're talking about, the GPT and stuff like that. The current AI right now, they can do a lot of things. I think we have tried this as well. They can do a lot of things. So what kind of things. They can analyze data faster. They can make pictures like really more beautiful, and in a really fast time too, like just like it takes like what 1 or 2 seconds to like make a really nice graphic designs, logos, like they can I don't know, like they can like write like essays in like 2 seconds. And then not only that, like they can analyze data faster. They can start talking now. They can start talking now. And the current state of the robots, when you combine the robots and the AI, it's just like you got these machines that can work tirelessly 24/7 with just like all you need is like just plug in with like electricity. So it's just like technology is changing, and I think like I think that there might be some like short-term like job loss right now, and even even here in America, like I see a lot of the and this AI is like not only coming from the manufacturing, like the low-level jobs. It's also coming from the high-level jobs, like the white-collar ones, like accountants, the analysts. They're all coming for like all of us. So I think that's a really serious thing that we need to like take in account of. I didn't say that was a problem though, because like I think there will be more job opportunities like coming forth, but like that's like it will take some time, right? But in this short time, there will be like a lot of job loss, job layoffs, and I'm seeing even here in America right now, right? A lot of the companies, they start laying off their people, starting with customer service, right? Because like that's like the first obvious thing that AI will replace. They're replacing, like even here in America, they're like laying off a lot of people and replacing with AI. So my main point is that what works in the past it's not gonna be the same in the future, Just because there was a lot of opportunities, a lot of work opportunities in the past, and immigrants came, and then like a hard-working immigrant, if they really like did the right things, like they have like really they have better chances of succeeding, right? But right now with this like new technological developments, it might be harder for immigrant to come and then like succeed in the same way as their parents or their grandfathers did, right? So that's my main argument. And going back, like why did I say like okay, why kid in Myanmar is like have a better chance of succeeding, right? That's like here's the funny thing. Okay, so that's like the funny thing. This AI stuff and these innovations happen usually fastly in the happen usually in these developed countries, right? It takes some time to come down to this like the world countries. It takes some time, and funny thing is like Myanmar is like the lowest of the like kind of like in the bottom tier of the world country. So it will take a lot of time, We don't Myanmar doesn't have enough infrastructure or anything yet. It doesn't even have a proper electricity and Wi-Fi yet. So I think there will be some time until AI come take Myanmar jobs. So and then another thing is that Myanmar is like 50 to 70 years behind in technological innovations. We don't have any proper credit card systems, pharmaceutical software solutions, any the current innovations that a lot of the developed countries yet, right? So my main argument is that we have this 50 years, 70 years gap of business opportunities, and with this like a smart kid, like what he can do is that he can use AI together. He can smart kid plus AI, and he can use it to like go study other countries what they did, like what they the playbook of what they did, and then just come apply in Myanmar, right? So I think like they're like a really good chance of doing something great here in Myanmar. Will it be easy? Of course not. Of course, like there's like a lot of barriers for kids to succeed and start trying stuff in Myanmar, and we all know that, right? We all know like what's happening, like stuff like that. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like 10 times harder than like in America doing something, starting something in America, right? Because like in Myanmar, nobody encourages you, and like it's like everything's like the economically not doing good, blah blah blah. So it's gonna be way harder. But my argument is that instead of going to somewhere that's gonna be less job opportunities, you can if you cannot go outside, then just instead of feeling down about it, stay here in Myanmar, and then start innovating. Start trying stuff using AI, right? So using AI, you can develop faster, you can create things faster. So like you have a really like if it took like 1 year or 2 years to build an app. You can build it in like a week right now, you know, so you can start testing faster. You can fail faster too, you know, like when you fail faster, you can move on to the next thing faster. So that's my main argument, that there's a really big problem Myanmar has, but there's also a nice solutions. Like using the the developed AI, like kids can start like innovating and inventing and stuff like that, you know.
And would you need any support throughout this journey?
Like I said, I think like there's a really good opportunities for innovators in Myanmar, and that's what I'm trying to come in right now. So I'm trying to encourage technology and innovation in Myanmar right now by uniting our talents, and then uniting our talents and empowering startups. So I want to empower more startups, and I want to create a community of like innovators and inventors, you know. Basically, like I want to give these Burmese talented individuals the right environment, the right support, the right community for them to like start trying things, you know, like for them to launch ideas, like so that launch idea without judgment too, you know, like for them to like start feeling for them to like start just trying things so that they could like start innovating. I want to give them the right environment, the right resources, the right everything for them to start succeeding, you know. That's what I want to come in there.
Okay, and like, do you have any last thoughts or anything you would like to add to this discussion?
Yeah, my mission is to make Myanmar the tech capital of the world, right? It seems like an audacious goal, but I truly think the Myanmar have a really good shot, because like, we have a really large talent pool, a really untapped talent pool, you know. So yeah, with this like current technological developments, like combined with these like really like underdeserved talents, I think we have a really good shot at like innovating, you know, like catching up to other countries where like 10 times, 20 times speed, right? We're just catching up like 70 years in like 7 years, you know, like, and I think it's really possible. And then how do I plan to start things? So yeah, this is like an announcement per se. I plan to start small. So I plan to start small by making workshops, networking events, hackathons, and then just like a startup programs, you know, like to start encouraging like technology and innovation, right? So these things will all be free and accessible for anybody in Myanmar, and we'll be starting in Yangon, you know, we will be starting in Yangon City, and then yeah, and I will be posting all of the content back online too, so that like everybody can like enjoy from anywhere. And lastly, yeah, I would love some support. I would love some support from anybody, any organization that is interested too, you know, like for the things that for the mission that I'm on right now, for the mission that I'm on right now. Just if you want to like volunteer, if you just want to like sponsor, if you just want, or if you're an expert in any like if you're a Burmese expert in like, oh, you don't have to be Burmese, you know, if you're an expert like in any field, you know, just come and talk to us at our events, you know, like we're planning to host events like twice a month, you know, like it will be starting in Yangon, all free, and it's gonna be just like I'm trying to build a community, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, and I'm welcoming everybody for any kind of help. That would be great, you know. I really try to like, I'm trying to co-start like the technological innovation problem that we have right now. And I think if we do this properly, then we have a really good shot at like going to the moon, you know. And yeah, to Leslie, there's like, oh yeah, so there's this like really nice quote from Abraham Lincoln I really enjoy. He said, the best way to predict your future is to create it. So yeah, that's my last thoughts.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for viewing our interview today. Thank you, James, for giving such a good insight and solutions to the issues that are present in Myanmar. We hope you really like this video, and hopefully we'll see you in the future.